Vitamin C is supposed to brighten your skin. So why is it that it burns, stings, and breaks you out? Hi, It's Lucy Loves. I am Lucy, and today let's get into CeraVe's Vitamin C. Today let's talk about CeraVe's Vitamin C and how my skin reacted to it. Is it worth it? And is it effective? More to the point. CeraVe is well known for its love for the skin barrier. So it includes the three ceramides, patented ceramides, and the fact that it has no fragrance, and the fact that it is dermatologically led, just gives that element of trust in the skincare, uh, in their skincare products. However, here comes vitamin C, and we all know vitamin C is or can be a little bit tricky. And so I think everybody, or what the hype is about, is how they would manage keeping a barrier safe, a skin barrier safe, yet still brightening it with vitamin C, and not just any vitamin C. The most potent of all is L-ascorbic acid. Vitamin C is generally known for brightening dull skin, used as a daily. It's also used as a daily antioxidant. It also helps in collagen production in the skin. This particular formulation has been created as an everyday antioxidant. So it's not at a strength that is, let's say, would be called or would be positioned as an in-clinic treatment. It's meant for, CeraVe has meant it to be used every day. In this serum, CeraVe have used 10% L-ascorbic acid, and as I've said before, it is the purest active form of vitamin C. So L-ascorbic acid is known for brightening the skin faster and more effectively, but with that, it is also known for being really aggressive on the skin. So how does that kind of tally with the brand who's known for being gentle on the barrier repair, on the skin barrier? And therefore, the question for me was, is it going to be gentle on my sensitized skin, menopausal skin? So the answer to that for you might not be as straightforward. Here's why. Because it depends on why your skin is sensitive. If your skin is sensitive because you already are using other actives that have compromised your barrier repair, or if your skin is just naturally sensitive, or if your skin is irritated or peeling, or if you're using retinoids and exfoliators that are a little bit aggressive. So all those other actives plus vitamin C plus a sensitized skin means trouble. You will feel tight. It will feel like it's burning. It will feel like stinging. If your skin is generally healthy, your skin barrier is generally intact, you are not over exfoliating, you do not have eczema or open breakouts or rosacea, go ahead. I think vitamin C is for you. And this particular one would be a great one to start on. So here's why this particular formulation is really good. So with the 10% L-ascorbic acid, CeraVe have incorporated their ceramides, which is great for the skin barrier. They've incorporated hyaluronic acid, which is great for it's great for hydration, and they've incorporated vitamin B5, which is great How many times can I say great? Which is amazing for your skin soothing. Um, it just soothes the skin so beautifully to prevent that burning, stinging that we talked about earlier. So together they work so that it can minimize dryness and the sting, but the L-ascorbic acid is still 10%, and that is still a low pH. So you must respect it. It must be respected. I think L-ascorbic acid must always be respected when it comes to skin. What not to do, I guess. um, with a L-ascorbic acid, do not use it if you already have an irritated. I think we've gone through that. If you have an irritated skin for whatever reasons I've mentioned before, don't use it. If you have just cleansed your face and it's a little bit damp, wait for it to dry or pat dry before you put vitamin C on it. This is because I think if it mixed with water, it makes it penetrate your skin faster, and that means it is likely to damage the barrier. Rather than a slow absorption, it goes in faster, and I think that's the explanation to that. How do you know you're sensitive to whatever you apply, and especially with this vitamin C? If it tingles a little bit, and I mean for 1 second, is it a no? That is where you have to know your own skin. For me, if it's a second, it's fine. And then it goes away, I would use it. If it goes on for more than a second and it leaves my skin feeling tight, it leaves my skin looking red and painful sometimes to the touch, especially on the cheeks, it's a no-no. And I would advise you to stop if you feel any sort of prolonged tingling, heat, all those negative feelings. You shouldn't feel anything if a product is not reacting. If a product is not reacting to your skin, you shouldn't feel anything. Your skin should be happy. So, if you still think you want to use this um, vitamin C, I would suggest that you start off with 2 to 3 days a week rather than every day. Now, I have to say, CeraVe does say use every day. If you have sensitive skin and you still want to try it, I would not suggest that. I think you should try and start it slowly, 2 or 3 times a week, and make sure you're not using it on the same days you use a retinoid or exfoliants. Just cycle it. Cycle it in a way that you're not interacting both or other actives with the vitamin C. SPF, please use it with SPF always. And that is, even if you're not using a vitamin C, every day should be an SPF day. Who uses a vitamin C? Especially who's going to use this vitamin C? Normal skin to slightly sensitive skin. If you have dullness in your skin and you want a brightness, if you have hyperpigmentation and you want to start fading it. If you are new to L-ascorbic acid, this is a very good serum to start off with. And of course, if you want to start with a vitamin C serum that doesn't cost you a pretty penny. And obviously, the fact that CeraVe has a reputation and is led by dermatologists, is led by dermatologists, also goes to reassure of the efficacy and safety of the serum. Would I recommend this serum? Yes. If your skin barrier is intact, go ahead and use it. It is beautiful to use. It comes in this airtight container. Although I have to say, and it's airtight, so your vitamin C doesn't oxidize as much. But when I opened, I found that this bit of the CeraVe is still loose. And when I was twisting the top bit, I found myself opening it. So now I find that it started to change color a little bit too early for my liking. So, I mean, it's very slight, but I've now made sure that it's tight. That's the only thing I would say. You could also use other vitamin C's in the form of derivatives, which tend to be less aggressive. And that way you still get the benefits of a vitamin C without the punch of L-ascorbic acid. Your skin should never pay the price of a glow with a damaged skin barrier. That's just not on. So protect your skin barrier first and then use a vitamin C. And this vitamin C in particular is a great one to start with because it has all of those elements that we talked about that will protect your skin barrier as you use it. If you've used CeraVe Vitamin C, let me know below. How did you find it? I am 2 weeks into it and I have loved it so far. I am trying to even out my skin, and I will come back with a full review after using this whole tube. So keep an eye out for that update. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next week. Mwah.